everyone, welcome back to Rachel's Fit Pilates. This is a full body stretch routine. So you can take an inhale and then exhale, flex forward. And then just take a few breaths here, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, filling the rib cage with air, and trying to relax with each exhale. Take an inhale and then exhale, roll up, stacking your spine one vertebra on top of the other. Now in a seated position, we're going to do some neck stretches. So we'll start with a side stretch, so just bring your head to the left, holding that stretch here. And then turn your head so that you're facing the corner of the room and feel that stretch through the neck. Okay, good. Now we'll go to the other side. So take an inhale and then bring that ear towards the shoulder. And then go ahead and turn your head towards the corner of the room and feel that stretch deeper into your neck. This is stretching the platysma muscle. Okay, now extend your arms long and we're going to do scapular mobilization. So draw your shoulder blades away from one another and then bring them back to a neutral position. And then now go back, so drawing the shoulder blades together and then bringing them back to a neutral position. Now you can take your hands out to the side so that they're forming a W, and you can take an inhale and then just bring your arms up a few inches and then back down. So you're feeling those shoulder blades come together as you bring those elbows back down towards each other. And even though this feels like a little exercise, it's also stretching the muscles that you may have been working if you have a desk job or if you've been hunched over throughout the day. It's a great exercise you can do even if you're in the middle of your workday. Now take an inhale, you're going to bring one arm up, we're going to do a tricep extension stretch. So having that hand placed on the elbow will help deepen the stretch, and we'll just hold it here. Now raise your arms up and switch sides. Now we're going to bring our hands behind us for a chest stretch. So I'm able to touch my elbows, but if you can't, if your hands can just hold your forearms, that's fine. So we're just opening up in the chest here, feeling that stretch. Now we're going to move on so that our legs are in front of us, your hands are behind you with your palms facing away from you. Your hands are going to be behind your shoulders. You're going to take an inhale and then exhale, go ahead and lift up. So feeling a stretch again through the chest and also through the front part of your shoulders. You may also feel this in your biceps too. Now if this is uncomfortable, you can stay in that seated position and just put your hands further back so that you feel the stretch through your chest and shoulders and your biceps. Okay, now come down. We're going to push our legs further out away from us so that we deepen that stretch even more. And now we're going into an extension of the spine. So really opening up that chest, deepening that stretch even more. Take an inhale and then try to relax with each exhale. Okay, so now we're going to come up and do a shell stretch. So we work through that extension. So now we're going to feel a stretch through the spine. You can have your hands placed in front of you and trying to breathe into the sides and the back of the rib cage. Walk your hands to the side of the mat and we'll do a hold here, feeling that stretch through the opposite side. Now walk your hands over to the other side of the mat. putting your hands away from you so that you can really feel that stretch. Walk your hands again towards the middle, but this time spread your fingers so that you can feel that stretch through your hands even deeper. Come up, having one leg in front of you, one behind. This is a mermaid stretch, so we're going to take an inhale, bring the arm up. Exhale, flex over. This is lateral flexion. We're just going to hold here. Take an inhale, and then exhale, bring the arm down, and repeat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, over to the side, making sure not to collapse through the spine. Taking a few breaths here, and then inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the arm down. We'll just do one more on each side. Coming up with our legs long in front of us, we're going to do a hamstring stretch. Place your hands on your legs. Take an inhale and then exhale. Slide your hands along your legs so you can feel that hamstring stretch to whatever's comfortable for you. And I'm also using my abdominals to draw in and create flexion in that spine. So rolling my feet out here so I can feel that stretch through the bottom of the feet. If you do any type of balance work through your workouts where you have to be gripping the ground, this feels so good to stretch that out. Now you can deepen that stretch even more, trying to use an exhale to relax through the muscles. And then we can go ahead and take an inhale, stacking the spine. Now we're going to bring one leg over. We're going to stretch through the glute. So that top leg is externally rotated, resting on the knee. You may need to straighten that leg out a bit if you feel that stretch is too deep for you. So we'll just take a few breaths here holding this stretch. You can stay like that, or you can try to bring that foot onto the ground to deepen that stretch. Come back up and we'll switch legs. You could stay there, or you could try to bring that top leg so that the foot is on the floor. You can straighten your legs out in front of you. And now we're going to lie on our backs. You can fold your knees in towards you and trying to relax through the hip joints if you feel any tightness there. And from here, we can kind of rock back and forth and feel a deepening of that stretch, feel more relaxation. Okay, now you can extend one leg out and keep one leg folded in and just feel that stretch through here. We have one leg folded in, but I also want you to feel the openness of that hip joint on the extended leg. Now you can stay like this, or you can bring that knee over so you feel the spinal rotation. You feel that stretch through your low back and in your glute. Now you can fold your legs in together, taking a few breaths here, and then we'll go on to the other side. Extend the other leg out and keep the other leg in, feeling that stretch to the back of the hamstring and the glute. Now bring the leg over, and then you can deepen that stretch, feeling it in the glute. You can move your leg around so that you feel it and wherever feels the tightest for you. Extend your legs out and we'll move on. Extend one leg straight up. Go ahead and flex your foot and you're going to circle around. So you're going to feel that stretch to the bottom of the tendons of the foot and even in your hamstrings. And if this feels too tight, you can bend the knee more or you can bend the bottom leg as well. Okay, so go ahead and put that leg down and you're going to extend the other leg up. Go ahead and flex your foot and then begin to circle around. I'm on my feet so much during the day and I've had plantar fasciitis too, so anything where you can stretch the bottom of the feet feels so good to me. Okay, now go ahead and grab that leg. We're going to feel more of a stretch in your hamstrings. You can bend the other leg up and just doing a few more circles here with your feet. Go ahead and bring that down and we're going to go to the other side. So go ahead and bring the other leg up. You can have the other leg bent. You can circle around here and just feel that stretch through your hamstrings. Drawing your leg closer to you if you feel more flexible now as we've warmed up. Bring that leg down. We're going to bring our legs together. You're going to externally rotate so that your feet are touching and do a little butterfly stretch here. So you can just rock back and forth in the hips. And then come to a static hold and really try to release the tension in the hip joint. A lot of us who do different activities can really grip in your hip flexors, so this is a good opportunity to really try to let go of the tension we are holding there. So bring those legs together. We're going to come up and go into a kneeling position. So on our knees, you're going to take an inhale, bring your arms up and extend the back. Now usually we keep the back in a neutral position for most of our Pilates exercises, but here I really want you to extend the back. You can release the tension in your abs. Now bring your hands behind your head and feel that stretch deeper through the chest. Good, now bring the hands up. We're going to go into a shell stretch again, so arms are in front of you, feeling that flexion through the spine. Okay, now we're going to come up into a standing position for spine articulation. So take an inhale and then exhale. Begin flexion from the crown of your head all the way down to your tail. And you don't have to touch your feet. You can come down just so that your hands are resting even above your knees or on your calves, just so that you feel that stretch through your hamstrings and that you have a nice round curve in your spine. Take an inhale and then exhale. Stack your spine back up one vertebra at a time. So we'll just do one more. So go ahead and take an inhale and then exhale. You're going to nod your head down and flex through the spine slowly and deliberately. And remember, we are drawing on those abdominals to press against the spine to create flexion. So really draw your abs in here. to feel that nice curve in your spine. So we're going to stack the spine again, coming all the way up. Now come up into a seated position with your legs externally rotated. You can place your hands in the center and then take an inhale and then exhale, flex forward. So this is kind of a variation of spine flex forward. So you should be feeling this in your low back, deeper up into your hamstrings, and maybe even the glutes as well, depending on how flexible you are. And again, here too, any tension that you feel in your hip joint, try to release that. Take an inhale and then exhale, stack the spine and come up. Now stretch your legs out in front of you. We're going to take an inhale again and then exhale, flex forward. And really making a conscious effort to draw those abdominals in to create flexion through the spine. Reaching long, feeling that stretch through your low back and the back of your legs. Take an inhale and then exhale, stack the spine and come back up. And then from here, you're going to get on your hands and knees and we'll go into cat stretch. Once you're on your hands and knees, take an inhale and then exhale, flex up. So drawing those abdominals in to create that flexion in that spine. Take an inhale and then exhale, come to a slight extension. Inhale, exhale. Inhale here and then exhale into a slight extension again. And we'll just do one more after this. From here, let's go onto our backs for some cool down breathing. Lying on your back, you can place your hands on your belly, you can place it on your heart, you can place them on your side, whatever feels comfortable for you. So just breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth and trying to relax with each exhale. And you're welcome to change positions with each breath, whatever feels comfortable for you. And I know it's easy to skip the last little breaths, but this is the time during my workouts where I feel the most grounded, that I feel the most benefits mentally, just to quiet the mind, to quiet the body, and to just breathe. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope I'll see you next week.